So you are trying to craft a full funnel performance report on BigQuery data. GA4 data? Yes, obviously. Native export. Google Ads data? Yes, BigQuery data transfer. Facebook ads? Oh, sure. Meta? Yes, that's it. You have it. Either data transfer or one of our connectors. But then someone from the marketing team says, hey, what about Criteo Ads? And now you're stuck exporting CSVs manually, uploading them to BigQuery and praying it doesn't break the next time you export schema changes. Or you look at a SaaS ETL tool and the pricing alone could break your budget. Even if you manage to convince your team to pay for it, you still don't get control over refresh times or which fields to include. And that's exactly why we built this. 100% free, open-source Criteo Ads to BigQuery connector built by data analysts for data analysts who need structured, complete, and refreshable ad data from Criteo without hiring a backend engineer or paying for a premium SaaS tool. This connector runs in your Google Cloud. No vendor lock-in, no per connector fees, no fees at all, it's free. No mystery processes under the hood. The code is completely open. Whether you are trying to blend cross-channel ROAS, analyze Criteo spend versus conversions, or create a daily performance dashboard, this is your connector. Hey there, my name is Yevgen and I'm from OWOX, and here on this channel we help data analysts, just like you, build pipelines they actually own, without SaaS tools, without Python, and without headaches. In this video, I will show you how to connect your Criteo Ads account to BigQuery using our free open-source template in Google Sheets, how to schedule automatic data loads, and how to adapt the schema to your reporting needs, all with full transparency and zero surprises. But first, do me a favor. Number 1, subscribe and hit the bell down below so you don't miss upcoming free connector tutorials. Number 2, start our GitHub repo so you can revisit it anytime and you can help us grow. And number 3, like this video and comment if you have ever been stuck missing Criteo data in reports. Alright, let's get your Criteo campaigns feeding your Google BigQuery right now. You may reasonably ask, why are we making this available for free? It's because for us, at OWOX, data ownership matters, because reporting should be fast, reliable, and under control, and because too many tools overcharge for something that should be accessible to everyone across the team for better decisions. We wanted to build something different. And hint, we did. We want data connectivity and ownership to stop being a bottleneck for reporting. With our connectors library, everything runs in your environment. You own the data, you control the schema, you choose the metrics to load and schedule updates right from inside Google Sheets. It's built in JavaScript, and you can read or edit every line of code. And yes, this one is free forever. And Node.js edition we're working on is going to be available via npm install from GitHub into your infrastructure shortly, so stay tuned. With this being said, let me show you exactly how this connector works. Let's get started. So step number 1, you need the template. Go to our GitHub, select the relevant template, and create a copy by selecting File, Make a Copy. That way, it's saved to your own Google Drive and fully editable. It's fully free from marketing things like email collection, so you can just go and do that on GitHub. But if you also want the instructions to be sent by email, you can download this template using the link below in the description. I will ask you for the email just to send you the instruction. I promise not to sell you anything. Great, you've copied the document. Now let's configure the connector so it knows exactly what to fetch and from where. First, go to the config sheet. Start by setting the start date for your import. This tells the script when to begin pulling data from. Just note, pulling a huge date range might cause issues due to the API limit, so I will just put something recent here like June 1, 2025. Next, end date. It's optional, but I would still add the end of June here. you can find your advertiser ID on the homepage of your Criteo Ads account. Just go to marketing.criteo.com and find the advertiser ID right inside the URL. Then we'll jump into the fields sheet. This is where you select the metrics, breakdowns, and dimensions you care about, like campaign name, cost, impressions, clicks. Just check the boxes that you need to get inside your Google Sheets. Just check the boxes that you want to collect inside your BigQuery. Some fields might already be pre-selected by default to get you started, but you are free to customize them however you want. And if you want to pull more, there are optional fields available here as well. It's like hundreds of them. Just stay in the Fields tab and check the boxes for any additional dimensions or metrics you need for your specific reports. Next, we need to set your BigQuery destination. Let's hear the dataset ID in the form of project ID.dataset ID. And we also need to specify the BigQuery region for your dataset. If the dataset doesn't already exist, it will be created automatically in the location that you specify. I'll just leave it as it is in the template. I'll just have US here for my location. And now let's go through a few optional but really useful fields in the same config sheet. So we'll start with the max fetching dates, which is the maximum number of days for which you will fetch the data going backwards. Reimport lookback window is the number of days before the most recent imported date to refetch data. By default, it's 2 days. As you know, ad platforms are typically changing the ads details going back, so that's why we need this. That's it. All your config is done, and you are fully in control of what's going to be fetched, how often, and where it ends up. Now let's connect the dots. To pull data from your Criteo Ads account, you need to authorize access. Basically, to do this, you will need to generate the client ID and the secret code. Let's break down how to do it step by step. So let's go to our GitHub and find the most relevant instruction on how to get the Criteo Ads credentials. So basically select Criteo Ads here and go to README. Then select the credentials with a detailed guide for each step of the process. So go to partners.criteo.com and log in with your Criteo account. Create a new app by clicking the plus icon in My Apps section or by pressing the Create a New App button. Enter a descriptive application name, for example, the OWOX connector. It's recommended to use a clearly identifiable name to simplify future troubleshooting. Optionally, you can add the description to it. Select Client Credentials as the authentication method. Under Service, choose See Growth and Marketing Solution. Choose the necessary permissions for your app. Analytics, Read, Campaigns, Read, Creatives, Read. That's the minimum scope that is required for data access. You need to know that after completing this step, you will no longer be able to edit the app name, description, image, or scope. So you will need to create a new app instead. Click Activate App to proceed. On the next screen, click Create New Key to generate your client ID and client secret. This will be downloaded as a TXT file containing your credentials. Next, click Generate New URL, then click the copy icon next to the consent URL field. Paste the copied consent URL into your browser and follow the prompt to grant access to your application. Once access is granted, you now have all of the necessary credentials: the client ID, the client secret, and the app authorization to use the Criteo Ads connector to either Google Sheets or BigQuery. Now everything you have to do is to go back to your template and click OWOX Manage Credentials. And then just add the client ID and the client secret to the fields inside. This is stored in your Google Sheets, not on our end. We don't have access to your data, so it's 100% secure. Just make sure that this document is shared only with the relevant people, not with outside of your organization. Once your credentials are saved, it's time to run the import and load the data straight into BigQuery. In your Google Sheet, go to OWOX menu, import new data. The script will now fetch the selected data from the config sheet and stream it directly into the BigQuery project and data that you specified. If this is your first time, you'll be prompted to grant access to your Google Cloud account and approve the required scopes. Once authorized, the script starts running. You'll see a real-time progress log appear with each batch of data being sent to BigQuery. Each section of fields you selected, for example, campaign level or ad level metrics, will be written into its own BigQuery table following a clear naming. When it finishes, you will see a message saying import finished. And that's it. Your ads data is now stored in BigQuery. From here, you can query it with SQL, build dashboards in Looker Studio, or join it with other tables inside your warehouse. You are now in full control at scale. Now that everything is working, let's set up a daily refresh so your Criteo Ads data is always up to date. Here is how you do it. In your Google Sheet, go to Extensions, AppScript, Triggers. Then click Add Trigger. Let's set it up. Choose which function to run, import new data. Choose which deployment should run, head. Select event source, time-driven. Select type of time-based triggers, for example, day timer. Select time of day, pick your preferred time window. I'll go with 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day. And that's it. Click Save. Don't forget to make a new deployment. And don't worry, if anything goes wrong, AppScript will send you an email with the error log. Now your connector will run every day automatically, loading new data from the platform API into your infrastructure, Google Sheets or BigQuery, without you lifting a finger. Alright, your Criteo Ads data is now flowing directly into your Google BigQuery. So, what can you actually do with it? Now that your raw ad data is in BigQuery, you can join it across the tables using the keys. You can join that with any other advertising data from other platforms. You can build a blended ad spends table. You can map that with conversions data from GA4 to BigQuery Expert, CRM data, and internal conversions events using SQL. Basically, you are not limited anymore to reporting or using the data inside BigQuery. Or you can build attribution models now. Whether you're working with simple last-touch attribution or building custom multi-touch logic, machine learning funnel-based attribution like we do at OWOX, BigQuery gives you that full flexibility. And this connector ensures that you've got the freshest ad data ready for you. Are you running ad campaigns across accounts in multiple currencies? Use our Open Exchange Rates connector to load daily exchange rates into BigQuery and normalize the spend across accounts. You can also build a cross-platform ROAS dashboard by pulling in Facebook ads, TikTok ads, LinkedIn ads, X, Twitter, Reddit, Microsoft, Bing ads, and Criteo Ads data inside using our other free connectors. They are all live and available now for you. Or you can plug BigQuery directly into Looker Studio, Power BI, or whatever other tool your team uses for visualization, and visualize your unified, up-to-date performance dashboards without bottlenecks or manual CSV exports. And finally, you can use scheduled queries, DBT, owoxdatamarts Community Edition that we are releasing in July 2025, or other orchestration tools to keep your reporting pipelines running cleanly and automatically, now that you've got the data where it belongs. And the best part, there is no vendor lock-in, no credit card is required, and there is no black box magic happening underneath. You own the data, you own the logic, you own the outcome. If you ever want to tweak the schema, add fields, or fork the connector, go for it. It's built in JavaScript, not Python, so you can customize it yourself or with a little help of ChatGPT. And if you want to contribute to our open source movement, just add a connector, request a feature, or improve the docs, just go ahead and do that inside our GitHub repo. We'd love to have you inside our community. So, what's next? First, grab the free connector on GitHub. The link is in the description. Second, give it a star on GitHub. It helps us know that this is useful and motivates us to keep building those connectors. Third, if you had any issues or want to request a new connector, head to Discussions or Issues tab on GitHub. Our team checks those every day. Then, subscribe to this YouTube channel and enable notifications so you don't miss the next tutorials for our free connectors and the orchestration platform release. We'll call it OWOXDatamarts Community Edition, and yes, that one is going to be free as well. And finally, if you're feeling ambitious and want to create your own connector, check out our Contributors Guide. We'll feature your work, give you a backlink, showcase your story if you want, and we'll help you promote it. That's it. No vendor lock, no paywalls, no mysteries. Just you and your connector in your spreadsheet, in full control over your data connectivity. Thanks for watching this video, and if this saved you time or money or both, just drop a comment and let me know. I'm Yevgen from OWOX, and I've got more tutorials coming soon, so stay data curious, and as always, happy analyzing!